Hey everyone, and by everyone I mean my 7 subscribers, but I was going to do a little review on Future Funk, one of my favorite levels, and first things first, I'm using Nexus's video. All gameplay credit goes to him. I can only achieve 87% on this level, and so he's beaten a lot of extreme demons, if I think. And so, yeah, just go check him out. I was going to just give my opinion. It's one of my favorite levels ever. I can, not stop playing it. And it's about 4 minutes, 20 seconds long. Don't start, don't, not, don't start with the memes. We have tank travel for that. So anyway, as you can see, this is only the beginning, and it already looks amazing. Block design, it's not much, but it's pretty good. But then you can see this down here. It seems pretty simple. But the background, man, I took a brief look at it with a copy, and man, it's pretty much just a bunch of rotating squares in the background. So yeah, let's continue on. I'll probably do this in 2 parts, though. Oh, and I'll have to keep this music really quiet. Yeah, the sync isn't the best in this level, though. You can see it flashes Clutterfunk. If you didn't know already, this is a High Life and Clutterfunk thing, yeah, smashed together. As you can see, he gets that. And every time you touch one of these platforms, it lights up in blue, which is a nice touch. It makes it more lively. And normally you'd be mini, but since he got the collectible, it's harder now because he's a big. Oh, that wave here. Hold on. Now, something Jonathan does in every single one of his levels is whenever there's some sort of one of the D blocks or S blocks, he always outlines and makes them so that you know where they are. And see this little thing up here? That's a nice touch in these flashes. I play with LDM because I'm on mobile. And there's also this see this light green stuff right along there? Well, that comes down before the blocks, and it gives it a cool effect. And as you know, every level must have a double spike. The nice arrows in the background going in time with the music. Oh, that where it flashes that just looks really cool. And its lines going all toggle and stuff. The background is a little weird for this part, but I love the gameplay in this section. It really reminds you of Clutterfunk. You got the block design here, little bubbles along here, the glow, the lines flashing across the screen, in time with music. Okay, now the ship part here, you see these little circles are just really cool. It's kind of like the square background, it just keeps rotating. And yeah, and that collectible that he got earlier unlocks that coin, which normally it'll show, but it'll move away if you try and get it without the collectible. The gameplay is just really good in the whole level, so I don't really want to comment on it much. And even in LDM, these little beams here still show up, and just looks really cool. This level looks amazing without the backgrounds, but still loses some of its touch. So I wish I could play without LDM. And there's not much to the block design because it's, Clutterfunk. But the background's pretty cool looking, and I really like that glitch back effect, right there. It goes in time with the music. Now, we got the little pulsing rings down here. We got the, square things in the background. I don't know. And the block design here is pretty good, too. Air design, ground design, if that's a thing. And yeah. And this is where the sync to the music kind of loses its touch. And a nice touch to this is these platforms and stuff move like down and left, which again gives it more liveliness. In the background, it's pretty cool looking. How it's all moving and morphing like that. Yeah. Now this wave part, the rainbow is it's a little like dark, which is like to me, but that's my personal opinion. And the background, the little like air design here, it's not much, but it's nice. And in LDM, these black spots aren't there. Now, this background is just really cool. And the fact that you're able to go through that spike, that I'm pretty sure that has to do with toggle triggers. I accidentally did that once while making a weird version of Hexagon Force. But anyways, in time with the music, it goes like and you know. And for some reason, you can go through this one, like, see the question mark, it hints at this, but I'm pretty sure there's no use for it. The sync is pretty good in this part. And it just, yeah, of course, blah, blah, blah. Rainbow arrows, nice touch. I like how it closes in. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of the song, and it's just a fun part of the level. The background is so cool looking. The grid, like, moves in and out in time with the music. The block design is interesting. It's like the part just before the very ending bit in Clutterfunk, which is what this is, because after this part is the part that mimics the end of Clutterfunk. As you can see, the circles in the background are like the first not square background. Second background ever, technically. So yeah, I really like the gameplay here. It's just fun. It goes in time with the music. Now there's something kind of fun you can do here. Oh, and yeah, and the colors here. Oh, the colors are amazing. Now, here, he doesn't jump, but you can jump right here and skip these two orbs, hit this one, and just jump. You don't even need to hit these two. I wonder if Jonathan realized that. So yeah, you can do that. Triple spike, really easy. Now this, the little lines going across the screen, those are really cool. And the block design is pretty cool here, too. Not much to it, but then again, it's based off of Clutterfunk, so, you know. But as you can see, this is very clearly just like the end of Clutterfunk. Now, he goes for the coin here, I mean for the collectible, but, which unlocks something later in the level, you'll see through the anime part. You'll know what I mean. Oh yeah, and the wavy, like, clouds in the background, that's pretty cool. Now, if you just go along the normal route, I somehow messed up. I don't know what I did. I was so confused after I did it, but I somehow lived for a while. But yeah, I ended out up there, along this, just by messing up the jump rings, and I was so confused, and I just dropped down. I didn't hit the blue jump ring, but I hit the red one and just continued on. And this is where the sync is really kind of bad, because, hold on, let me back up. I have a lot to say about this part, don't I? See what I mean? It just really isn't that good. Oh, okay, this part. Without LDM, I could tell that this was like a Christmassy part, and I thought, like, maybe it was built. I know this was started in, like, December. I wonder if this part was made during, like, Christmas or something. I don't know. But yeah, the snow is really cool. With LDM, no snow. Just the colors and the block. Yeah. And it's also fun to try and follow these rings. And I like to say that the words say, meanwhile, I wish she'd never met me, but you know, you never know. And, okay, this part is really cool. The backgrounds are just amazing. And if you didn't notice, the blocks change every time it hits a blue pad. See? Now this part, it's pretty easy to sing to, and Jonathan did well with that. That green flash in the background isn't there with LDM, just so you know. Fun fact. Okay, when you first do this part, it's really hard. Well, unless you're like really good at the game, which I am not. And the block design isn't much. I wasn't even sure if there was a background when I was playing this a couple days ago. Of course, with LDM. But yeah, this is a kind of tricky part. As you can see, it's obviously based off of Clutterfunk. This is the final stretch of the Clutterfunk part, though. I wish it would be like 50-50 High Life and Clutterfunk, but the song doesn't allow that, and you'll see why. Now the background watch. Does that cool like blinder thing? I don't know how to describe it. Nexus is really good with the ship, as like everyone who's beaten an extreme demon. It seems like. And yeah, for some reason he decides to straight fly through here. Practice maybe? I don't know. Not much else to say here, except those flashes go in time with the music. Okay, the background here is just interesting, and if you can see, it flashes High Life there, and you see why, if you can even hear the song, you can hear why it's, what time am I? Okay, I'm gonna have to end this soon. You can see why, you can see why he can't really do 50-50 is because the song goes into a High Life-like thing. So as you can see, it's the green retro-y part of High Life. Yeah. I used to think you had to do a mini jump to get down to that. And it sounds like she says, beady beady. No joke. Now, with LDM, there isn't as much glow. As you can see, you're kind of entering underwater, and it still has that, like, 2.0 feel to it, a little bit. With, like, the fire and stuff. And I don't know how he does this, but he does this amazing mechanic where if you don't hit a jump ring, you die. But you can pass over it. So how does that work? It's just really cool. You'll see more of it later in the level. So as you can see, hit that. Yeah, da-da-da-da-da. Sync is pretty good. A strange feeling, walk away. I need to translate the words, figure out what the lyrics are in this song. Okay, now, just as a warning, if you ever play this level, that dash orb, hit it towards the middle, because if you hit it on the edges, it won't count, and the gateway won't open. It's really dumb. So, yeah. As you can see, this is mimicking the TOE 2 background, introduced in 1.9. Now, the gameplay in this is fun. I like the block design here. The sync is pretty good here. Now, you have to wait until you're a little bit off that ledge to push it, to hit the button or tap the screen or click the mouse, I don't know. And this little arrow things here, sync, still good. Now this part is obviously off of the 2x wave in High Life. It's really good looking. You can't, by the way, you can't touch the bottom here. It's really hard. You have to, like, get the hang of it. I don't really spam like he does. I usually do, like, more sweeping strokes. This is a bit 9 circles-y. Now, I love this part. It's just so cool. The background is amazing. And it's definitely based off of the, oh heck, well, never mind. I'll see you in part 2. Yeah.